but I really don't think, with the clarity we've got, with the sun that we've got overhead, I don't think I need to be letting it sink right to the bottom. We'll occasionally let it have a bit of a drop, but to be honest, I think we can fish 4 or 5 feet under the water. Keep in mind it's like 16 feet deep here, and that should be plenty to get some attention. And I do think that if there's any hungry pike around, they are not going to hesitate to smash this bait from a good ways away. I don't know what they're feeding like right now, though we haven't seen any yet, but we have only been fishing for, I don't know, 10 minutes for pike. Good bit of cover just down in front of us here, so we're going to give it a second just to let it drop down. Once it's dropped down, we're going to try and bring it around the weed rather than through it, over it, under it, wherever it is. Try not to run exactly through it. Just off the back of it, if there's weed, it's usually a place that smaller fish can feel safe, which then brings in the bigger fish, because obviously they're trying to eat those smaller fish. Good clarity today, so I should see them from a distance, but the clarity does usually mean that the fish hang a little bit further back. Yes. Oh, run, 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 run. That's better. Let's give him a bit of drag. That's what we wanted. Whoa! Did he just smash off a tail? Yeah, he bloody did. Heady thing. Get the net out. Decent little pike. And in the net. Well guys, we haven't been fishing for long. Nice little pike to start us off. I'm going to get this guy back, see if we can get any more. He's just ripped the tail off my bait with the tail jump, tail walk. Let's get him back. I haven't got the slightest of what sort of depth that one came in at. I think I was about 3 feet under. I wasn't particularly deep, and I was running it along the margins, although 5 or 6 feet out at the time. Let's walk up to the next clearing. Right, let's just have a quick flick along the margins here. We've got some really good lily cover right in front of us, a little bit of reeds a little bit further up, so, but I do think our efforts are going to be better focused on the margins right now. So let's have a couple of casts. I want to cover right up close, but I also want to cover where the water starts getting just a little bit deeper. And what we're going to do is chuck in nice and gentle just beyond these lilies, and I'll walk ourselves around. Oh, I can see a pike right in front of me. Yeah, interested? Nice. Bit of sight fishing. Can't beat it, really. Keep them in the water, because otherwise, like last time, we'll get one jumping out. In. Oh, guys, second little pike. Lots of them around this one, hanging in margins like I thought they would be. We're going to get this guy straight back, and we'll go and see if we can catch just one, maybe two more before we have to go. 15 minutes left. Now, we picked that one up just here, saw him hanging out. A lot of noise in close, so it's likely we've spooked a lot of the fish that are around here. But pike are an oddly curious and opportunistic fish, so actually you can cause a lot of noise, certainly with splashing, and it doesn't necessarily spook away all the fish. So that's 2 fish, about 20 minutes. The canal could be a great place to fish when you've got the right conditions, when you find the right spot. You know, I wasn't having much luck with the perch, but I know how to catch the pike. But you know, you take a lot of casts, you kind of expand your chances of catching a fish if you're covering water. And with pike, it just becomes a case of finding where these fish are hanging. That one, as I suspected, hanging in the sun, hungry, just waiting for an opportunity to hit, and we got that opportunity. In a day like today where, you know, the water's not warm, not super warm, it's still only just warming up, the fish are coming in to hang in that sun, feel like I'm not going to have to work that hard today, just find the fish. which just means your effort is with the number of casts you make. There was one, that was a nice fish. Missed the hook there. See if he's still there. A little bit further, let this one drop down a bit. I think he just felt the hooks, then turned immediately and kind of ran off, but doesn't mean he's not still there. Yeah, so that was a bit of a shame actually. That was a nicer fish, probably about the same sort of size as the first one we had. I think we've spooked that one off. I think he felt the hook, said no thanks, has swam off. Just had the summons from the wife, you know, can you make it the last cast? Of course I can. Of course I can make it the last cast. This isn't the last cast, and that's not the last cast. That might be the last cast. Yep, spooked the pike then. Hanging in close, only a small one, little jack pike, maybe a pound. Really nice section here. And then we need to really think about finishing up. One along this edge, either direction, and we're going. Try a couple of casts here quickly. I need to get to that last cast, you know. Little chuck, same here. I'm going to take one cast, I'm going to allow one cast. One more spot after this. So actually last cast, come on, let's go take it. Let's take a flick in as well. Well, not a bad session. Give the buttons a little tap. See you next time.